This is knowledge of the groove manifesto. I'm punching the clock. What up, y'all? This is Knowledge coming at you from Lexington, Kentucky. You're watching Dubtape TV, life on various levels. To the world with a beautiful glow. The umbilical was identical to the likes of the chords and mics. Now a part of the organs vital to its functioning heart. 17 with a dream and a love for the art. Began reinventing, experimenting.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got an awesome show for y'all tonight on Dubtape TV. We are here live at the 11th Frame Lounge in Lexington, Kentucky. My name's Hybrid the Rapper. I'm here with the legendary MC Knowledge, aka Johnny Fever. Let's go in and have a talk.
What up, y'all? Live from Lexington, Kentucky. You got Knowledge right here.
Hybrid the Rapper.
Scotty, Ozone.
And you're watching Dubtape TV.
Life on various levels while we're chilling.
We are chilling.
When I was, a couple of homies of mine, they knew you, and they told me to come to a show one time, and just so happened to be it was your first band. I think Euphonic Remedy.
Sure.
So, what got you started, man? What made you want to, get into it, and this is what I want to do?
Coming up as a teenager in the 90s, of course, what teen in the 90s didn't start listening to the rock music at the time? I was big into bands like Nirvana, Green Day, 9 Inch Nails, Soundgarden. One band that struck me and just held on to me for a good portion of the 90s was Rage Against the Machine.
Right.
Of course, you could hear that influence in my my earlier music, like Euphonic Remedy and stuff. So I would just really inspired by them, and I liked that energy, that live energy that they had. I mean, there was just nothing like that at the time. I mean, it was just absolutely, it was powerful, man. And it got everybody, it got everybody. So I started writing, and the lyrics at the time were looking back, were awful. But you got to start somewhere, right? So
I think the majority of any artists and stuff would say when they first started it was awful. You just got to build up to it.
But everybody loved it. All my friends loved it. They thought it was like the coolest. But trust me, it was bad. So, just writing like bars, lyrics. I understood the sequence of writing hip hop, and I formed a band, Euphonic Remedy, and we were all pretty inspired by like Rage Against the Machine and that sound, man. So we just it's kind of what we did, and I would say that was the band that got me wanting to do what I wanted to do. And then from there I started getting into more hip hop, which Wu-Tang was like the one that really that was the hip hop influence for me. Was
clean forever.
Yeah, always.
What's up, world? This is your boy Hybrid the Rapper, live and direct from Dubtape TV with my homie Knowledge, aka Johnny Fever. Right now, we're gonna give y'all a live demonstration. Hip Hop 101. Let's go.
Hey, feeling flames like my younger days. A starving artist like it's Hunger Games. Bows and arrows got them aimed at the heart of all in the Rap Hall of Fame. And use them up like target practice. Fact is, I'm the watching Katniss. And I don't like rap half the time. The crime is half of y'all don't even know what rap is. If you knew the half of it, so passionate. Stomp ass while I laugh at it. Let me take a stab at it. If it comes my way, then I'm grabbing it. Get them hyped like dudes in sports bars. Time moves too fast like sports cars. And I'm right on track. Don't hold me back like grades on a bad report card.
Oh!
Egos have to stay out of the way. I understand, especially with hip hop, it's a very competitive genre, but I think it's important to everybody push everybody and come together and network and go see people. There are people here in the scene that will come out to your shows and they're not even performing at night, but they're coming out to see you anyway, and that's what it's about, man. So that's very important. And I've learned a lot myself from the Lexington scene here, so just thank y'all for what y'all do and who y'all are and how y'all carry yourselves, because that's a fine example of, like I said, how it should go. So everybody does need to get together and just push each other, because we're all in the same boat right now. We're not going to get out of that boat unless we all paddle together, man. That's all there is to it. So, yeah.
Generation is shooting smack in the basement and choose crack are replacing this rude whack and disgracing. Man. Gang banging, pill popping, drugs slanging, checks bouncing, bills flopping, jeans hanging, sagging, it's still.
What really gets you turning? And
I'm influenced by a plethora of things. Hip hop, believe it or not, is not extremely high on the list. I love to write it, love to perform it, but growing up and being influenced by the things that I was, growing up listening to things like oldies with my parents and, 60s pop music and 80s music, a lot of 80s soul and that that new wave sound, man. I'm big into that, and I'm big into like Motown stuff. So a lot of that stuff sort of plays into my influence of what I write, although you don't necessarily hear that in what I write. But
Yeah.
definitely,
But it probably influences the type of music or beats that you go for.
it definitely does, especially on this new album that I'm working on. It's definitely influence. It's got a very 70s soul R&B, Teddy Pendergrass, you know, that kind of vibe, man. It's very plays a big part on what I do. Yeah, believe it or not. Stuff like that. I'm into old retro video games. You know, I'm working on my Nintendo collection, things like that. You know,
So you're like a walking scrapbook of cool shit.
man, I've got you. Like, if you want to trip down memory lane, I'm your man. Come see, man. Yeah, for sure.
I know, man, you've had long discussions and swapped DVDs many a times when it comes to the B flicks, and
yeah, man.
especially some early 90s and late 80s sci-fi,
Oh,
you know.
man. Oh, man.
Some American Ninja action flicks, and
Yeah, man.
Oh, what was the one movie you let me borrow that was just off the chain?
Did you watch The Vindicator?
The Vindicator.
Oh, man.
Go check that out. You might be able to
Vindicator.
find it at your local pawn shop. Yeah, I don't know, you know.
Yet, cause I'm flying up for her, but now to see how high I get. Copacabana, Havana, tropical locale. Tropicana and champagne that I can't pronounce. Sipping mimosas over breakfast at my favorite view. Butter and toast and proposing them too, cause it's a beautiful life, like that 90s track. Let me rhyme a puffy bar so I can bring the 90s back. Swimming in women with my own condominiums. You can call me knowledge millionaire at the millennium. My dad ain't real life, but it sounded real nice. Daydreaming on the daily make you realize more money, more problems that don't even make sense. All about the Benjamins, I don't need to make friends.
We call it Brentwood Court, cause that's where we hail from. Go to the show, why not? With the hill, so your head's gonna nod, and it ain't no job, ain't nobody outside, see the place get live. While the jukebox plays like turn the page, me and the band's out back before we take this.
When everybody was, you know, getting started, how big they seemed to us.
Well, they were huge. And in that town, man, we didn't have a lot to do. We didn't have a lot to look forward to. So we had a local rock show. It didn't matter what band you were. It didn't matter who you were, man. You wanted something to do, and the kids came out.
Yeah.
Everybody came out, and the place was packed. Always.
You performed like it was Madison
Man, you
Square,
thought you were playing Woodstock, man. It was, it was.
That's another thing
I
I
love
always
that.
thought
I
was
love
cool, man, that you always, you know, as far as I knew, it was always an all ages show. You know,
Yeah.
that way
It was important because, you know, that was our demographic at the time. That's the best beer I've ever had from West 6, dude.
West 6.
Yes.
West 6.
By the way,
Lexington, no.
West 6, another Kentucky home.
You know, with a name like Knowledge, you know, one would think, okay, he's going to drop Knowledge. He's going to KRS-One this whole track. But
Don't hold me to those high, those kind of standards, man. The thing is, you know, and watching your past episode with Whip,
Paris, what up?
yeah, he had mentioned pretty much in hip hop. You know, he and I are from the same generation. You're from the same generation. You're from of that MCing, that Wu-Tang, that Gang Starr, that Mobb Deep, that Tupac, Biggie.
Yeah.
That is, at the time, that was mainstream hip hop. That's what was in your face. That was on MTV and BET, and those were the cats that we grew up, influenced by and listened to. Lyrically, there was a lot of substance, a lot of structure. There was a real art and craft to it.
it was the era of the rap star.
It was,
You know,
but the rap stars are the ones. I don't know. It's just things have changed, and back then I felt like people used music in general, not just hip hop, but like as a canvas or a platform to express the sign of the times, man.
What enables a scene to even merge and form and be a scene? You know, like what is it? Is there these forerunners of people that use their connections and their platform to help others? Is it a consciousness amongst the fans and the listeners that donate their time and energy?
It's all of that.
What
I mean,
is it,
it's about artist to artist networking and helping each other along. Yeah, unify, man. And it's about that. It's a lot of that, and it is a lot of people coming out to support your hometown heroes, your local talent.
It's a chessboard, I'm no rook. I'm just a pawn that jumps forward its own look. Just a song that's lifelong with no hook. Confess sins through ink pens and notebooks. Sleepwalking through light air, I'm talking through nightmares. Redemption's within reach, but something loud, we just take it. So how can I make it this loud? Do I break it or be forsaken?
Haven't got the pilot yet, cause I'm flying up for her and now to see how high I get. Copacabana, Havana, tropical locale. Tropicana and champagne that I can't pronounce. Sipping mimosas over breakfast at my favorite view. Butter and toast and proposing them too, cause it's a beautiful life, like that 90s track. Let me rhyme a puffy bar so I could bring the 90s back. Swimming in women with my own condominiums. You can call me knowledge millionaire at the millennium.
Puff, puff, pass, hop and kiss my ass. You know I don't touch stuff like herb and grass, but I confront 10 cold beers with no fear. Then bounce the snag to 40 ounces like whoa there.
You know, nights like back with like talking earlier about Groove Manifesto, my band I was in before I started this whole solo thing.
Great band, by the way.
We Busters, rest in peace, here in Lexington, hosted a battle of the bands all summer long, and it went into fall and went into winter, and this was 2011, and somehow Groove Manifesto ended up knocking bands out, just knocking them off, and then we ended up winning Battle of the Bands in 2011. It was
That's big,
amazing, man. $1,000 and a big pizza.